Hello. So I find myself in a very happy place. As you can see, I'm kind of messing around in my hobby shop. I started off with pen and paper. Well, to be honest, I started off with an idea in my head that I've been rolling around for a while and kind of iterating. But when I went to actually go purchase parts, I realized I needed to get something on paper. So I don't know if you can really see it, but I've got some drawings here that illustrate some things. There's this drive unit, and then there's this head control unit, and then right kind of in here is my computer logic that I'm trying to put together to figure out how to make an Azimuth drive controller for my larger electrical tugboat. Obviously, I have electric tugboats that are remote controlled, but I'm talking about my 10-foot little toy harbor tug. So what I've mocked up here on paper, graph paper of course, is the general idea of how it's supposed to work. There's controllers that you would twist, and you point them in the direction that you want the drives to face. The drives, this is kind of an example right here that I've built on a pedestal. And what I'm going to be doing is when I turn those knobs, they're going to send a signal to the computer that says, I want to go to this direction. And then the computer is going to look at this drive and based off of sensor data say, well, this is where the drive's pointed right now. And then the difference between those two positions will trigger the computer to say, run the drive motor, this motor, the rotation motor, to spin the drive around so that it gets to the angle that it's supposed to be at, that I've asked for. So mounting this drive rotation control motor is going to be one part. Then I'm also going to have a throttle controller that would actually spin this motor to provide the thrust. And then lastly, I have to build the hand controls, and those need to have sensors on them to know what the angle is that I'm rotating it to, and also the throttle position that I'm giving it at all those times. And then I've got to get a screen to display that information, and I don't think I illustrated it in this example, but I have another sketch that basically says I want like a power bar for each drive, and then I want a graphical illustration of the drives and where they're pointed in relation to the bow of the boat when you look down at them. So yeah, so this is me just mucking around looking at a bunch of different of the larger hardware gear drives that I might use, motors to drive them. I'm working with an Arduino Uno right now. That's going to be the host for the code architecture, and then from there it will say do this to a variety of motor controllers and sensors. So yeah, anywho, that's the project I'm working on. But I just want to say how overjoyed I am right now because I'm listening to some cool, I don't know, classic mandolin, Chris Thiele, and then I heard a knock on my door, and this fantastic, I don't know, unicorn tagger, well, I guess it's a tagger, people say that I say that funny, in roller skates. And I had been talking earlier about, oh man, I think tonight's a hot chocolate and whiskey night. And lo and behold, I'm nerding out here, and Amy had left this on the porch of my shop. So I am, hashtag blessed. I think you're supposed to go hashtag blessed when you say that. But anywho, yeah, great life, great weekend. Hope you all are enjoying yours as well. Peace.